Scrappy friends. This is day 8 of the 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And this is the sketch that we're using today. Has two photos here with the stripes that go down, and these have huge hearts right there. I will probably use flowers, I'm not sure. Anyway, it has a huge title down at the bottom. Now, Adam over at Dottie About Flair, he suggests using scraps. And so that's exactly what I've done here. So for my photos, they're still connected. There's two photos here. This is a man that was on the sidewalk outside Notre Dame in Paris. And he had this, I've never seen anybody do this, but he had two dogs and a kitty cat that were in this box, and he had this blanket over them, and people would come and pet them and then give him money. I thought it was clever. So I wanted to take pictures and I didn't want to be rude, but I thought that this was a very clever way to earn money. Um, anyway, I just, and they were so cute. Of course, I was drawn to the cat. But anyway, so here are the scraps that I've chosen. And I think that I'm going to use these as whatever embellishment, whether I do stars or if I do hearts. That's why I chose these. I'm not sure, to be honest. It's been a while since I put these kits together. I have a couple of Flair Find the Magic Every Day, and these are the days we'll remember. So here is this. It's a pretty good sized piece. This will be, one of the stripes here. Some of them are smaller, but I wanted some that kind of went together. You need to have a contrast with a dark and a light and the solid and a, some sort of design like this. So I will be working on this, and I think I was using this paper as my color inspiration. But as I was pulling them, I could see that I pulled this dark blue out. So yeah, we'll just make it work. Okay, so I will probably let's see. Well, as things have been going, the way that I've been doing this is I will be back in just a few minutes with my completed page, and you can see how it turned out. And I'll show anything that I've added to the collection. All right, see you in a few. All right, so here's the sketch that I was using, and this is the layout that I made. I love the way it turned out. I didn't know what I was going to do for this embellishments down here. I decided to go ahead and do the hearts. And what I did for the hearts, because I don't have dies that are this big, I wanted them all a little different, is I did like when we were kids and we did Valentine's, and you folded a paper in half and then you just freehand cut a heart out. And that's exactly what I did for all 4 of these hearts. I went ahead and roughed up the edges with my edge distressor. And the smaller ones, I had used a die. Now, there are a couple here that these are the acrylics from Bramble Fox. I have 2 of those there. And the alpha is, I use these tall alpha. I know that I got these from scrapbook.com, and I don't know what the name of them is. I know that there's uppercase and lowercase, and of course I did all uppercase. And I think both of them, the upper and the lower, I think they all came in one set. I don't really remember. I know it was a little on the pricey side. I was able to use both flares. Now, the one thing that I did differently that they didn't really show here is when I put the photos down, they kind of got lost because this paper is so busy. So I decided to go ahead and take a dark color, and these are just 1/4-inch strips. I cut those out, and it is actually the same paper that I did for the title. So that is my page. Let's see what I have left over. I have these scraps. Now, of all the solids, the only one that I didn't use, and I think I already threw it aside, it was a pink one. It was very, it was in with my purples, but it had more of a pink tone. I didn't use that, as you can see. But here are the solids that I used. And so those are going to go in the trash. And then I just trimmed up this, so you know how this kind of had something coming off of it, and I wanted to shore it up, and I wasn't sure if I was going to use this. I didn't even use this at all. I have this and this and this left of the flower paper, which I love. I was able to use the purple, so I have this, and I trimmed these down to 8 because these are 3x4s, and then 4 times 2 is 8. So that's how these ended up being 8 inches long. And this beautiful blue paper, I hate to throw it out. So I'm going to keep it. This I'm going to go ahead and throw away. It doesn't really help me any. I'm not a big fan of all the little butterflies, so I'm going to throw that away. And this one also I'm not a big fan, so I'm going to toss that. So this is what I have left, which is pretty awesome in my opinion. Yeah, in the money for pets, because I was trying to rethink what could I title this, and that's really the one thing that just kept coming out in my mind. And I put as you can see, I can put the little hearts here between the words. All right, guys, this is it for today. This is the 8th, and I'll be back tomorrow for the 9th. Thanks to Christy for coming up with this great 30 days of sketches. I love this. She's so clever. She is so awesome. And then for Adam, for his participation as well as giving us things to work on. So nice to get some of these scraps used up completely. And and then you guys, thanks for joining me. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. You'll get notified when, I know you're supposed to ring the bell, but and then you'll be notified whenever I have a video that comes up. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Alrighty, bye-bye.